In this episode of Star Hopping, we'll look at the Hydra region and show you how to find these beautiful deep sky objects. NGC 3521, the Spindle Galaxy, and the Ghost of Jupiter Nebula, NGC 3242.
All right, let's go star hopping.
Hey, hello, hi, and welcome to episode 52 of Star Hopping. I'm Dave Hearn, and I'm happier than a bird with a French fry to be your host. In this series of programs, we'll show you the most beautiful sights in the night sky and explain exactly how to find them with your binoculars or your telescope. Tonight we'll be exploring in and around the largest constellation in the sky, Hydra, the sea serpent. It stretches and zigzags across more than a quarter of the whole celestial sphere. Some of its stars are relatively bright, but they're so scattered that they're hard to distinguish as a single constellation. The one standout star in the heart of Hydra is second magnitude Alphard, which will be our home base for the last two star hops in this episode. Our targets tonight are pretty diverse. The first two are large and bright galaxies, and the last one is small, but a famous planetary nebula. I was surprised when I realized how large this first galaxy is. We'll head out on our star hopping expedition right after this break. Stay tuned. Star Hopping would like to thank our wonderful supporters on Patreon. Your contributions will allow us to create and provide more quality astronomy content. We appreciate your generosity and support.
Star hopping target number 1.
NGC 3521 is a very large spiral galaxy located just across the border in the head of Leo, the lion. This impressive galaxy is both large and bright, spanning almost 10 minutes of arc and shining at magnitude 8.9. It's another really surprising miss that could have been easily seen by Messier. But nearby in the hind legs of Leo lie its more famous neighbors, M65, M66, and NGC 3628, known as the Trio in Leo. We'll pass right by those three on our way to 3521, so those will be added bonuses this week. So our starting point is over in Leo, the star at the tip of the lion's tail, bright second magnitude, the Nebula. So let's get started. Move about 8 degrees to the upper right to third magnitude, Chertan. Now move 5 degrees down to fourth magnitude, Iota Leonis. On your way there, you'll pass the Trio in Leo, so stop and check out these three famous galaxies. Move about 4 degrees to the lower right to fourth magnitude, Sigma Leonis. Now we're striking out into the dark a little here. Move about 4 degrees to the lower right to fifth magnitude, 75 Leonis. 2 more hops. Move 2.5 degrees to the lower right to fifth magnitude, P5 Leonis. Now move about 2 degrees to the upper right, and you should see the glow of NGC 3521 coming into your wide field eyepiece. This is another galaxy tilted on its axis to present its spiral structure. It has a large bubble of gas that extends above the face of the galaxy itself, and it's quite stunning in astrophotos. NGC 3521 lies some 35 million light years from Earth. Well, on to our next target, which is an edge-on lenticular galaxy. We'll see it right after this message. Would you like to see the scripts, images, and star charts that I present in each episode of Star Hopping in written form? Well, you can. They're available in our Field Notes digital guides that we produce for each and every episode of Star Hopping. Field Notes guides are available right back to episode 1 of Star Hopping, and you can put them on your phone or tablet to take with you out to your favorite observing site. Our field notes are available in our digital store individually in seasonal bundles or by subscription, where you can receive these useful digital guides in your inbox sent to you the same day as when we publish each new episode of Star Hopping. Check out our selection of field notes in our digital bookstore by visiting starhopping.org/digital store.
hopping target number 2.
The Spindle Galaxy, also known as NGC 3115, is a lenticular galaxy, a type of galaxy with a smooth structure and no spiral arms or bars. The spindle is positioned in such a way that we see it edge on, looking directly at the edge of the galaxy. Because of this, it appears very oblong with a definite bulge in the center. The galaxy actually lies across the border in the constellation of Sextans, the sextant, which is an astronomical device used on early ships to determine the observer's position on the ocean. The constellation consists of fairly faint stars, with the brightest star in the constellation, Alpha Sextantis, glowing only at magnitude 4.5. But we'll be starting from bright Alphard in Hydra for this star hop. Now, some of the hops are pretty big, but in all instances we're moving toward fairly bright stars, so you should be okay. We're kind of doing a loop here, but it's a path that's lit by reasonably bright stars, so it's the easiest way. So start off by moving from Alphard down to the lower left about 9 degrees to 4th magnitude Upsilon Hydrae. Now move 5 degrees to the left and slightly up to 3rd magnitude Lambda Hydrae. Now move about 6 degrees to the upper right into the constellation of Sextans to 5th magnitude Gamma Sextantis. Now move about 3 degrees to the lower left and you should see the oblong form of the Spindle Galaxy moving into your eyepiece. NGC 3115 is a classic example of a lenticular galaxy, a place where most of the interstellar material has been used up and stellar formation really has stopped. The galaxy consists of mostly older stars. The Spindle Galaxy is actually several times larger than our Milky Way, and it lies 32 million light years away. Well, our third target for this evening will be a challenge, because it's very small, but it's a very, very well-known planetary nebula. We'll hunt it down right after this break.
Star hopping target number 3.
The Ghost of Jupiter planetary nebula is rather famous, but it's a little challenging to find. It's also known as NGC 3242, and it's also sometimes called the Eye Nebula because it looks very much like the CBS Eye logo. The shape is seen only in larger scopes at really high magnification. Its appearance and medium power is a blue-green disk that resembles the planet Jupiter, hence its best-known proper name. So let's hunt down a ghost. Starting again at our signpost star Alphard, again move down to the lower left about 9 degrees to 4th magnitude Upsilon Hydrae. We've done this before. Now move 5 degrees to the left to 3rd magnitude Lambda Hydrae. Now move 6 degrees to the lower left and you'll find 3rd magnitude Mu Hydrae. So this next one is a very difficult move. The nebula lies 2 degrees to the lower right, but it'll appear only as an enlarged star. It should catch your eye though. It's small, it's less than 1 arc minute across. But when you're pretty sure you've located it, pop in a high power eyepiece and you'll see that enlarged circular form in the nebula. On an object like this, an oxygen 3 nebular filter will do wonders to improve the contrast and make it pop out for you. Throw as much magnification as you have at this object to see if you can make out any of the internal structure. So the faint star at the center of this nebula is a 12th magnitude stellar remnant white dwarf star. That's about all that's left after the star blew off its outer layers and formed the nebula that we're viewing. Astronomers have estimated NGC 3242 to be about 1,400 light years away, but its distance is not well known. Another estimate is some 2,500 light years from Earth. So I told you these 3 targets tonight were all very different. We started out with a large spiral galaxy, NGC 3521 in Leo, and found some bonus objects as we passed M65 and M66 on the way to our target. Next, we located the oddly shaped lenticular galaxy known as the Spindle Galaxy. And lastly, we had a challenge object with finding the Ghost of Jupiter planetary nebula in Hydra. So that does it for this week's episode. You can find the show notes on our website at starhopping.org/SH052, where you can comment and leave any questions that you may have. You can also contact me personally on Twitter at StarHoppingMan, where I'd love to help you with any astronomy or observing questions. So feel free to reach out with your questions. I'm definitely here to help. Well, thank you very much for joining me here, and I'll see you next time with more star hopping tips and tricks. Hey, thank you so much for hanging out with me here on Star Hopping. I publish new episodes every other week on Thursdays. Make sure you subscribe to the channel by clicking on the logo down there in the right-hand corner so you don't miss a single episode. And for some more star hopping content, visit my website at starhopping.org. You can click on this icon right here to visit. See you next time on Star Hopping.